I am Mr. Charlie.
Baby Bink, 9 months old and living in a pastel-lavish mansion outside Chicago, is adored by his nanny Gilbertini, but treated more like a social trophy by his ambitious parents, Lorraine and Bing Cotwell, and a clumsy criminal trio, Eddie, Joe Mantegna, Norby, Joe Pantoliano, and Vico, Brian Haley, posing as newspaper photographers to kidnap Bink for ransom. The tone is goofy and cartoonish. They're more bumbling than menacing. The kidnapping and Bink's escape. After kidnapping Bink, the three try handling him at their apartment. They attempt a bedtime story from Bink's favorite book, Baby's Day Out, but Norby falls asleep mid-reading. Meanwhile, Bink spots a picture of a bird in the book and sees one outside, so he makes his great escape. Crawling out a window and setting the chase in motion, Eddie tumbles off the building into a dumpster. But he's okay. Now the pursuit across the city begins. Back home, the FBI, led by Agent Grissom, arrives at the mansion along with distraught parents and Gilbertini, who begins to piece together Bink's possible path based on the book's storyline. Gilbertini correctly theorizes Bink is following scenes from the illustrated story one by one. Bink spots the blue bus shown in his book and climbs aboard. The kidnappers chase the bus in their van, but fail to catch him. On the bus, Bink crawls into the purse of an oblivious passenger who then disembarks. The criminals chase her, not knowing Bink is hidden, leading to a comical misunderstanding. Gilbertini's deduction continues to guide the parents' search. Bink ends up at the city's zoo and wanders into the gorilla enclosure, where a protective western lowland gorilla gently interacts with him. No harm done. Eddie, Norby, and Vico try to snatch Bink. The gorilla responds by tossing him around, catapulting Norby, pounding Vico's hand, slamming Eddie into another cage wall. It's cartoonish chaos. The chase leads the gang to a construction site. One by one, they fall victim to slapstick disasters. Vico tumbles from scaffolding into a garbage truck. Norby falls into wet cement. Eddie is stranded on a crane, drenched in glue and pelted by tools. Bink crawls onward, blissfully unaware, while the criminal become more battered and stuck. Gilbertini calls the Cotwells and says Bink has hit all the illustrated locations. Next most likely is the old soldier's home. Moments before the climax unfolds, Bink arrives there. The residents entertain him with lively sing-along songs. We pause here, stopping short of the final reunion. Up to this point, Bink has followed his storybook, turning Chicago into a playground, befuddling kidnappers, charming strangers, and even gaining the respect of gorilla. But what happens next? His parents are close. The FBI is closing in, and Bink's adventure is nearly over. Stay tuned. This is where our recap leaves off, just before the grand finale. Thanks for watching this recap. Let me know if you want a full breakdown or any other 90s comedy.